cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make...
Picture a single fighter jet carrying 15 missiles at once. Enough firepower to down 6 enemy aircraft and strike 3 strategic targets, all in one mission. This isn't science fiction. This is the F-15EX Eagle II, and it just set the record for the most heavily armed loadout ever carried by a fighter jet. The U.S. Air Force recently put the F-15EX through its paces with a mix of 3 JASSM cruise missiles and 12 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles. That combination makes it, on paper, the most heavily armed fighter jet ever to fly. Its nickname? Super Eagle. And it's earned every bit of it. The F-15EX is the newest member of the F-15 Eagle family, a lineage that dates back to 1972 as an air superiority fighter. Its first multi-role variant, the F-15E Strike Eagle, took flight in 1986. Then in 2021, the F-15EX arrived, the most advanced Eagle yet. From the outside, it looks a lot like its predecessors. But step into the cockpit, and it's a completely different aircraft. Digital fly-by-wire flight controls. Large interactive touchscreen displays. The fastest mission computer ever installed in a fighter jet. The APOS Electronic Warfare Suite. A helmet-mounted queuing system that puts targeting data right in the pilot's line of sight. The F-15EX is even the first fighter built around the Open Mission System. An open architecture that makes future software and hardware upgrades far easier. The secret behind the firepower. So how does the F-15EX carry this much weaponry? The answer is a new piece of hardware called AMRAAM, the Advanced Missile and Bomb Ejector Rack. These racks don't just add capacity, they also provide a data link between the aircraft and its munitions. The result, a 50% jump in air-to-air missile capacity, from 8 up to 12. Total weapon stations climb from 17 all the way to 23. Compare that to its predecessor, the F-15E Strike Eagle, which maxed out at 8 air-to-air missiles. Or the Super Hornet, whose concept art shows it carrying up to 14. But the F-15EX has something neither of those aircraft can claim. Balance. It can fire cruise missiles at ground targets, then immediately pivot to take on enemy fighters, all in the same mission. Why not just use the F-35? Here's a question worth asking. If the F-35 Lightning II is so advanced, why not just arm it the same way? The answer comes down to stealth. The F-35 has to carry its weapons internally to preserve its low radar profile. Hang missiles or bombs off the outside of the aircraft, and it becomes far easier for enemy radar to spot. And its internal weapons bay only has so much room to begin with. The F-15EX isn't built for stealth, so it's free to carry as much as it can physically handle, with one trade-off. The heavier the load, the slower and less maneuverable the aircraft becomes. The takeaway: a missile truck for the future. This is where the missile truck concept comes in. The F-15EX could serve as a partner for the F-35. Launching missiles at targets the F-35 quietly detects from the air, without ever tapping into the F-35's limited internal weapons capacity. It might not be as glamorous as a stealth fighter, but in a future conflict where the Air Force could be outnumbered and fighting thousands of miles from home, that kind of firepower could make all the difference. More than 5 decades after it first took flight, the F-15 Eagle family keeps proving itself. And even with 5th-generation jets like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II in service, the Super Eagle isn't going anywhere anytime soon.